Great. Okay. I'm Madeline. I'm the director of houses at Breathe. And we'd like to start by acknowledging the Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the land on which this project stands. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and to all First Nations people of Australia. We acknowledge their continued and unceded connection to country and culture. The project I'm presenting today is a collaboration between Spacecube and Breathe, and it's called the Adaptable Living Range. It's not a single building, but a range of dwellings, and the photographs are from the prototype of this range. It's a prefabricated range, and they're built in a factory in the Dandenong Ranges in Victoria. They're modular in construction, and importantly, unlike a lot of modular construction that is designed around a shipping container dimension at 2.4 meters wide, this is 3.4 meters wide and is oriented around a human proportion. The range is adaptable. It's designed as a module, so this image representing one module of 30 square meters. And the modules can be put together to create 2-bedroom units or, sort of a compound of units over time, and vice versa. If your needs change over time and you need to downsize, you could remove units from the property as well. It's designed for flexible living and working in a time when flexibility is needed. And because these units can be craned into site in one day, it's ideal for temporary solutions as well as for permanent solutions. This is a floor plan of one of the units. So the internal unit is 30 square meters. And it's a pretty efficient little floor plan with 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, a small kitchen and living area, and a fireplace. And a 30 square meter deck and pergola, so 60 square meters altogether. These plans explore options for the unit to be configured into bigger units. So this is the unit that's photographed today, the 30 square meter 1 bedroom unit. And this looks at how you might join those units into creating 2-bedroom units. And of course, you could also have several 1-bedroom units on a property for an Airbnb or hotel, or multiple 2-bedrooms as well. The adaptable living range is efficient in construction, with Spacecube being able to manufacture them in a lead time of just 8 weeks. And they're designed to minimize material waste. So because they're built in a controlled environment, you don't have the traditional construction sort of 10% wastage that goes to landfill, because everything can be used in the factory, and if it doesn't get used on the dwelling that's being fabricated, it can be saved for the next one. And also Spacecube have been able to use software to optimize the material cutting to reduce waste. The units are transportable. And this unit was built in the Dandenong Ranges in Victoria. Then it was put on a truck and then a ferry to Tasmania, where most of these photos were taken. It was trucked to site and craned into place. And then it's now back in Victoria. So it was in Tassie for 3 months. And it's now back in Victoria in the Spacecube headquarters in the Dandenong Ranges, where they're using it as a display suite for the time being, although it's intended to redeploy in the Yarra Valley shortly. This is where it was located, in the Tarkine Forest at the time of these photos. And these are some images of it arriving on site on the truck and being craned into place onto 8 engineered timber footings, which has a minimal impact to the ground. It's designed with sustainable material selection in mind, with Australian hardwood timber floors, Australian blackbutt timber bench tops, Australian-made Autex ceilings with 100% recycled PET plastics, and Cementel Barristone walls. And this material was chosen for a number of reasons. One, because it's made in Australia, and we wanted a durable, robust finish that didn't need an applied paint finish. Understanding that it's likely these units will be rented, we wanted something that was suitable for a commercial application to stand up to the test of time. but also because of the transport factor, we needed a material that would be rigid, but also could be joined with silicon so that it could allow for movement in the transporting and craning into sites. So something like gyprock or plasterboard isn't suitable because it crumbles with movement. So this product really kind of ticked all the boxes. The adaptable living range has sustainability at its core. It focuses on reusability, adapting to a family's needs as they change over time, or to a property owner's needs as they change over time. And I know that Spacecube is currently looking at like a leasing finance option and also a buyback scheme, which would add additional financial flexibility to the range. So that if you bought a property and you were going to build on it in a couple of years, but you wanted to be able to use it or visit it or have a revenue stream with an Airbnb in the meantime, that you might lease a unit for just a year or two without having to outright purchase one. Knowing that these will go into bushfire prone areas, in a lot of instances, designing for that consideration is important. And this unit is designed to BEL 19, although the range can be adapted to other BEL ratings as well. The range has a small footprint, with each module being 30 square meters. You have everything you need, but nothing in excess. Everything has considered the embodied energy of that small footprint as well. The units are 100% off-grid, with 4 kilowatts of solar PV array, 2 Tesla power walls, solar hot water, induction electric cooking, and a fireplace for heating. In this first unit that's photographed, we have a wood burning fireplace, but the range has since switched to a sustainable pellet stove option. The unit is 7.5 star energy rated, and this is for this site in the Tarkine, although they can be tweaked with the window orientations and sizes and shading to suit a 7.5 star energy rating on other sites and other climate zones as well.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, thank you. Passive shading has been provided to optimize energy efficiency, high performance double glazed windows, and they're designed to adapt to future needs and future locations. The adaptable living range is a sustainable, future-oriented vision about how we can work, live, and build in the context of climate change in a way that is beautiful, sensitive, and adaptable. Thank you.